என்று பெறப்பட்டது. அவருடைய கோரிக்கையானது அன்றைய மறுக்கப்பட்டது.
ஸோ இதில் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா வந்து இபி சைடில் வந்து பவர் கட் பண்ணவே இல்லைன்னு சொல்லியிருக்காங்க. பட் நீங்கள் வீடியோ கிளியராக பார்த்தீங்கன்னா எப்போ எந்த ஸ்டேஜில் வந்து அங்கே ஒரு குறிப்பிட்ட லொக்கேஷனில் வந்து அந்த ஃபோக்கஸ் லைட் ஆஃப் ஆகுறது தெரியும் உங்களுக்கு.
There were allegations that there was no power cut which was instructed by the TVK, but Tamil Nadu officials say there was indeed a power cut because they wanted to highlight the focus lights during the rally. Vijay's Karur rally and the government officials from Tamil Nadu explaining the several anomalies, as it were.
இதான் அந்த ஜென்ரேட்டர் அவங்க கட்சி நிர்வாகிகளால் ஏற்படுத்தப்பட்ட ஜென்ரேட்டர். அந்த ஜென்ரேட்டர் வழியாக கிரவுட் சர்ஜ் ஆகும்போது மக்கள் இங்கிருந்து உள்ள வர்றாங்க. ஸ்டாப். இப்போ பார்த்தீங்கன்னா அங்கே லைட் ஆஃப் ஆயிருக்கு. உங்களுக்கு அந்த விஷுவலில் கிளியராக தெரியும் நினைக்கிறேன். பிளே.
At time when the lights went off during the rally, creating a lot of confusion amongst the people, perhaps even a trigger for the confusion.
மற்ற எல்லா இடத்துலையுமே லைட் இருக்கும். அந்த எந்த இடத்துல ஜென்ரேட்டர் பக்கத்தில் இருக்கிறது மட்டும் தான் அந்த பர்டிகுலர் லொகேஷனில் மட்டும் நமக்கு ஃபோக்கஸ் லைட் மட்டும் ஆஃப் ஆயிருக்கு. பிளே. காவலர்கள் தடியடி நடத்தினார்களா அப்படின்ற ஒரு கேள்வியும் கேட்டுட்டு இருக்காங்க. அவர் கட்சி தலைவர் வந்து ஒரு 6 o'clock போல தான் மூவ் ஆகி டுவர்ட்ஸ் அந்த லொக்கேஷனுக்கு வர்றாரு. ஸோ அவர் வரும்போதே ஏற்கனவே இங்கே க்ரௌட் ஃபுல்லாக இருக்காங்க. ஸோ அவர் கூட அந்த க்ரௌடும் சேர்ந்து வருது. ஸோ ஒரு பர்டிகுலர் பாயிண்ட் வரதுக்கு அப்புறம் மூவ் பண்ண முடிய மாட்டேங்குது. அவங்களால மூவ் பண்ண முடிய மாட்டேங்குது. வெஹிக்கிள் மூவ் ஆகணும். ஸோ போலீஸ் என்ன பண்றாங்கன்னா க்ரௌடை வந்து கொஞ்சம் விலக்கி விட்டுட்டு ஸோ அந்த வண்டி மூவ் ஆகணும். வண்டி ஸ்டக் ஆயிடுச்சு.
The police resorted to lathi charge. She said that the crowds had already surged towards Vijay, and it is at that time that the police tried to control the crowds.
Pressure ஜாஸ்தி ஆகுது. முன்னாடி இந்த crowd இருக்குது, அங்க இருக்கக்கூடிய crowd இருக்குது. அந்த மீட்டிங் பாயிண்ட் பக்கத்துல தான் எல்லாரும் இருக்கு. பப்ளிக் ஹாஸ்பிடல் சுத்தி நிக்கிறாங்க. சோ பின்னாடி வந்த crowd சைடுல இருந்த crowd எல்லாமே முன்னாடி மூவ் பண்ணும்போது அவர் டிஎஸ்பி கூப்பிட்டு வந்து ஸ்டாப் பண்ணி சொல்லிருக்காரு. இதுக்கு மேல போக வேண்டாம்னு சொல்லியிருக்காரு. அதான் அந்த ஆர்கனைசேஷன் வந்து அவங்க ஏத்துக்கல. என்ன பத்திரா முன்னாடி போகணும்னு சொல்லும்போது அப்போ வந்து கொஞ்சம் crowd வந்து கொஞ்சம் புஷ் பண்ணி கொஞ்சம் உள்ள கொண்டு போறாங்க. அதான் நடந்துச்சு.
Even as the crowd surged, said the policeman, he said that we did what we had to control the crowds because the crowds were surging towards Vijay. The presentation made by the Tamil Nadu government on the Karur tragedy. Truth versus lies, as it were. Fact versus fiction, as it were.
பரப்புரை துவங்குவதற்கு முன்பே வந்து நெரிசல் ஆரம்பிச்சிருச்சா அப்படின்னு சொன்னோம்னா 12 மணிக்கு அவர் வரணும். கிரௌட் வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா மதியானத்துலேருந்தே வந்து அசம்பிள் ஆக ஆரம்பிச்சிட்டாங்க. ஒரு 3 o'clockல இருந்து கிரௌட் கொஞ்சம் கொஞ்சமா கூட ஆரம்பிச்சிருக்கு.
But then the crowds had surged much before, and the crowds really grew huge. The crowds were huge by 3 o'clock.
நிறைய பேர் டயர்ட் ஆகி கீழே உட்கார ஆரம்பிச்சிருக்காங்க. கீழே உட்கார வந்து ரெஸ்ட் எடுக்க ஆரம்பிச்சிருக்காங்க.
a lot of people got restless and sat down.
அவர் கூட அந்த crowd அங்க இருந்த crowd பாத்தீங்கன்னா அந்த crowd surgeon சொல்லுவாங்க. Plus இந்த வண்டி வந்து நல்ல பெரிய வண்டி. அவருடைய vehicle வந்து நல்ல பெரிய
His vehicle is a huge vehicle. And even as the vehicle started moving, the people who were almost nearly figuratively stuck to the vehicle were moving along with the vehicle. That is what they are explaining about how the crowds surged forward. And to speak more on fact versus fiction, as it were, and the entire Karur tragedy, the way it unfolded, the guest panel today on the South Indian is Bhanuchandar Nagarajan, political analyst, Kovai Satyan, spokesperson for the All India Anna Dravida Munnetra Kazhagam or AIADMK, and advocate C. Rajasekaran, political analyst and president, Voice of Tamil Nadu. Warm welcome to all of you gentlemen. A very, very significant press conference. Let me just come back to you. I wanted to say hello to you first.
Good evening.
Good evening. All right. So, you saw the press conference, which is of course going on even as you and I speak. Let's hear.
இன்சிடென்ட் நடந்த இடத்தை சுற்றி பார்த்தோம்னா 3 இடங்கள்ல நியரஸ்ட் ஆம்புலன்ஸ் இருந்தது. அதை தவிர கொஞ்சம் டிஸ்டன்ஸ்ல இன்னும் ஒரு 3 ஆம்புலன்ஸ். இது மட்டும் இந்த 6 ஆம்புலன்ஸ் தான் நியர்பை நம்ம 108ல இருந்தது. ஒன்று ஃபயர் ஸ்டேஷன், இன்னொன்று கரூர் மெடிக்கல் காலேஜ் ஹாஸ்பிட்டல்ல, இன்னொன்று தாந்தோன்றிமலை. அதை தவிர இந்த கே பரமத்தி, மண்மங்கலம், Presence
of ambulances at the site. How many ambulances were there? Is the explanation being given to them that they were all ready, the ambulances, in case there was an emergency?
So, அது வந்து 7:20க்கு அங்க ஆம்புலன்ஸ் போயிருக்கு. இரண்டாவது கால் 7:15 அது 7:23க்கு அங்க போயிருக்கு.
The different timings when the ambulances went there, one was 7:18, the other was 7:24.
Critical cases. So அதுக்கு பின்னாடி நம்ம வந்து அனைத்து மாவட்டங்கள்ல இருந்தும் நம்ம 108 மற்றும் இதர இத வந்து
108, that is the ambulance number, was very much present there.
பட் ஆனா அங்க நம்ம இந்த விஷுவல்ஸ்ல பார்த்தோம்னா ஃபர்ஸ்ட் 2 ஆம்புலன்ஸ் வந்து அவங்களுடைய ஐ திங்க் ஏற்பாடு அந்த கட்சியின் சார்பாக 2 ஆம்புலன்ஸ் அந்த வெஹிக்கிள் கூட வருது. பிளஸ் 5 வெஹிக்கிள் அந்த கட்சி ஏற்பாடு பண்ணியிருக்கு. ஸோ அதுதான் வந்து அந்த இனிஷியலாக அந்த கூட்டத்துக்குள்ள வருது. நம்ம இதை பொறுத்தவரையிலும் 108 பொறுத்தவரையிலும் 7:14, 15, 16 பட் மொத்தமா 6 ஆம்புலன்ஸ் நம்மளுடைய
6 ambulances at different times.
எவாக்குவேட் பண்ணது பார்த்தோம்னா மோர் தென் nearly 50 ambulances.
To evacuate the people who were stuck there, nearly 50 ambulances were pressed into action.
6 வந்து நம்ம 108, மீதி வந்து இந்த இன்சிடென்ட் நடந்த பின்னாடி அங்க போலீஸ்ல இருந்து மைக்ல லோக்கல் போலீஸ் ஸ்டேஷன் கால் பண்ணி அங்க இருக்கிற பிரைவேட் ஹாஸ்பிட்டல் அலர்ட் பண்ணியிருக்காங்க. ஸோ அதுல இருந்து
the local police also alerted the private hospitals that they were getting people who had been injured or perhaps asphyxiated during the Karur tragedy. He's also mentioning about private ambulances which were also pressed into action during the tragedy which unfolded on Saturday in Karur.
நான் சொல்றேன், நான் ஹெல்த் செக்ரட்டரி சார் சொன்ன மாதிரி வந்து எந்த கூட்டம் ஆர்கனைஸ் பண்ணாலுமே வந்து ஆர்கனைசர்ஸ் சில கண்டிஷன்ஸ்லாம் போடுவாங்க. இது வந்து பெரிய கூட்டம் 10,000 பேருக்கு மேற்கு வர்றாங்கன்னு சொன்னோம்னா ஆர்கனைசர்ஸே வந்து ஆம்புலன்ஸ் ஏற்பாடு பண்ணியிருந்தாங்க. 2 ஆம்புலன்ஸ் வந்து அவர் கட்சி தலைவரோட பின்னாடியே 2 ஆம்புலன்ஸ் அவர் வண்டி பின்னாடியே வந்துருக்கு. அது இல்லாம 5 ஆம்புலன்ஸ் வந்து கட்சிக்காரர்களே ஆர்கனைஸ் பண்ணிருக்காங்க. ஸோ மொத்தம் வந்து 7 ஆம்புலன்சஸ் வந்து கட்சிக்காரர்கள்
7 ambulances were put into place, like organizers had also organized ambulances, but there were other ambulances which is 108. So there was a combination of private ambulances and also government hospitals.
First police க்கு information பார்க்க மக்கள் கீழ விழுகுறாங்கன்னு பார்த்ததுக்கு அப்புறமா அவங்க ஃபோன் பண்ணி சொல்றாங்க வர்க் பண்ணலன்னா வயர்லெஸ் இன்ஃபர்மேஷன் கொடுக்குறாங்க.
There was wireless information about how 10 people had fallen on the ground during the rally.
That's the first thing to come in. Adha neenga visuals la paakalam.
A detailed presentation given by Tamil Nadu government about Karur.
Ambulance இது அவங்க மூலமா ஏற்பாடு பண்ணப்பட்ட முதல் ambulance. Next.
கொஞ்சம் அந்த வழி விட்டீங்கன்னா அந்த ஆம்புலன்ஸுக்கு அவங்களை கூட்டிட்டு போகணும். அந்த வழி விட்டுருங்க அப்படியே.
In the video you can hear Vijay saying, announcing about a missing girl and also saying if you give way then the ambulance can perhaps take the injured also. He is also requesting the police and also his cadre to help find the young girl who went missing during the Karur rally.
இது கவர்மெண்ட் ஆம்புலன்ஸ் 108 அப்புறம் வந்திருது. சோ அது மூவ் ஆரம்பிக்குது.
The focus right now is on ambulances. The way the ambulances started moving.
நிறைய people வந்து எக்ஸாஸ்ட் ஆகி நீங்க சொன்னீங்க இல்லையா டீஹைட்ரேஷன் ஆகி தண்ணி இல்லாம கஷ்டப்பட்டிருக்காங்கன்றத அந்த விஷுவல்ஸ் காட்டுது. மூவ் பண்ணலாம். ஹெல்த் செக்ரட்டரி சொன்ன மாதிரி அதுக்கப்புறம் வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா 9:45 வரைக்கும் கூட வந்து பிரைவேட் ஆம்புலன்ஸ்லாம் வச்சு நிறைய பேர் வந்து இமிடியட்லி டேக்கன் டு த ஹாஸ்பிட்டல்.
Private as well as
government. அதான் நீங்க சொன்ன மாதிரி 7:14 ஆரம்பிச்ச ஆம்புலன்ஸ் 9:45 வரைக்கும் லாஸ்ட் ஆம்புலன்ஸ் வர வரைக்கும் நடந்தது.
Moving from the venue of the rally at 7:14 and it carried on till 9:45. So ladies and gentlemen, you can understand the level of tragedy which had unfolded in Karur that Saturday evening. All right, there you have it. Gentlemen, thank you so much for your patience, for waiting up, but this was an extremely important press conference where the Tamil Nadu government representatives gave their side of what really happened with a proper visual representation, as it were. For me, I mean, there are lots of takeaways from this, and I think we'll have to process this as we go on instead of jumping to conclusions. But for me, two things stand out. Two things stand out, and I'm going to come to you turn by turn. First, to Rajasekaran. Rajasekaran, two things. He said he will come at 12 o'clock. The crowd started surging. By 3 o'clock, many of them sat down. He only comes at 7 o'clock. That is the one point that, they said. Another thing is about switching off power, where the DMK said, I mean, there were lots of, there has been toing and froing about who did it, who shut off the power? The presentation clearly showed that they, the organizers, had said, shut off the light for some time so that we can highlight on the focused lights. Rajasekaran, you are a very senior advocate. I want your first comments on this, sir.
Sudha, I just saw the briefing of the Tamil Nadu government officials with regard to the Saturday unfortunate incident which took the 41 lives of innocent 17 women, ladies, 11 children, and others are male adults. So this is the most sad part of the whole episode. Now the government is briefing what all had happened for the allegations put forth by the organizers who are out to be arrested for negligence and carelessness. The presentation by the government is self-explanatory. And I don't want to elaborate on that. But fact of the matter is, everything is on record. Now the organizers have no option but to accept, admit their fault and seek apology before the people of Tamil Nadu and at large, people at large.
Yeah, Rajasekaran, yeah, you're right, because some arrests have happened. Some arrests, let me tell you, my viewers, that some arrests have already happened. Rajasekaran says this is self-explanatory. You know, almost as if, which is his side, and I respect that, he's a very senior lawyer. But Kovai Satyan, what do you think of this? Because there are a lot of anomalies in this. Like I said, for me, what stands out is, you belong to a party which forever has done rallies from the time immemorial, as it were. The timing of his arrival of Vijay and the way the crowd started surging along with the vehicle, making it impossible because there were no buffer exits or entry points. Kovai Satya.
Good evening, Sudha.
Good evening, Kovai.
That precisely was the first question we asked.
Okay.
There are no emergency exit. Why did you choose this place? Was the first question. Now look at how contradictory the statements are coming from even the senior IAS officers. They say TVK gave 10K as the estimate of attendees. We planned for 20K. TVK is a political startup. They might not be able to predict precisely. If that is true, last year there was an air show in Chennai which was held by the same government. They did all the work. They did all the math. Then how come 5 precious lives was lost? If they are blaming TVK and Vijay for this, shouldn't MK Stalin be booked for the same? Because it happened right under his nose in Marina Beach.
Satyan.
So where did they go wrong?
Satyan, I know.
After that incident.
Satyan, but two tragedies are same because there is sorrow and unhappiness. But two tragedies can also be very different, no? I mean, if you are saying that, you know, Stalin should be booked, the thing is today Vijay came and said, Mr. Stalin, Mr. Chief Minister, do what you have to. I am right here. What do you think of that statement by Vijay, who absconded from that place, who vanished from that place after people who were supporting him were dying, were asphyxiated?
This statement, both TVK and DMK are equally responsible, but it is my duty to highlight how incompetent this government is. Post that Marina episode, 60 crore worth of drones were purchased just to do crowd monitoring and crowd management, which is inbuilt with the software. It can diagnose and differentiate between men, women and children in a crowd, and it can give you the density, crowd density. So if the crowd density exceeds 7, it's an alarming situation, then they can take action. Why those were not put into use by in the rallies? What happened to the 60 crores of equipments that were purchased?
Very pertinent question. Bhanuchandar,
has this government learned its lesson after this? No.
That's what I'm going to ask Bhanuchandar. Let me get a very, very pertinent point made by Kovai Satyan. Bhanuchandar Nagarajan, tell me something. Fine. The TVK people said we are expecting 10,000 people. More people came. Happens. But what was the authority doing? What was the police doing in Karur? Shouldn't the onus be on them to say, what is this? At that time, let me tell you, at around 3 o'clock, 3:30, 4 o'clock, Vijay was still away from Karur, right? They could have called the organizers. Let's say the organizers really failed miserably, dereliction of duty. But what was the police doing, Banu?
Like we're all collectively processing this extreme grief, and this is a moment of reckoning for all of us. Like personally, we have to think whether bringing small children to such a large gathering, very crowded place is even sane. Second is collectively, we have to think whether we are giving power to such people who actually can even affect such a tragedy, like, with callousness for human life, as alleged by the opposing leaders. So this is a time where we have to think very deeply about callousness on our part and then cruelty on part of certain people. So I think this is a moment of reckoning that we all have to, think deeply about. As far as the police press conference is about, I think they're trying to like wash their hands off the tragedy, which is quite pathetic. And I don't know, the background music sort of gives a very movie sort of vibe, and it's obnoxious. But collectively, 3 points. One is why did the police actually like not give a larger place to gather? Like that has been asked by the TVK party again and again and again. Second thing is like how come like the rally is conducted by the chief minister or like the other parties like organized properly? Okay, so third is like they say that like there is one police for every 20 people. The point is like, are they working effectively? That is something that they have not talked about. And lastly, like why has technology not been used? Why have there not been like drones operated to monitor this crowd? And ultimately, see, the state government has to take responsibility. The police has to take responsibility for this. And they have to say like how they're going to do it better. So I think that is the only thing that can come out of this. And I don't think like even then like we can't find meaning to the loss of so many people, especially those 11 kids.
Said very well, actually. That's the collective mood of the people. But then people will get up and ask you questions, Banu. If you have come here to seek votes, to say, give me a chance, I'm going to get back at you and say that bring back my child. That's how it works, Banu Chandar. There are no free lunches in this world, as we very well know. Rajasekaran, I want to come to you, Rajasekaran. We heard the press conference in which the policeman said that usually there is one police for 50 people, but in this case, there was one police for 20 people. Sounded like they are doing us a favor. I mean, if they decided, okay, 50 people, I will look after them, whether there is trouble, whether there is rowdyism. Suddenly, I feel they must have felt that it's not going to suffice. Let's break it. You do 20 and I do 20. Approximately 50 people, 20 to each. When they had doubts like this, they should have done something about it, no? Rather than sounding like they are doing us a favor.
Sudha, see, whether it is ADMK government or DMK government, Congress government or BJP government or any government for that matter, there is a SOP for the police bandobast in rallies like this. The SOP was explained in detail by the officials. Whether the policeman, who is also a human being, will not involve or will not take instructions to attack or kill, or he will relish and enjoy the death of innocent people, innocent children. He is also human. Policemen are not robots. Let us be fair and honest and give that credit to the police, Tamil Nadu police or whichever police for that matter. They are very passionate people. It was the police who were carrying the ladies and children fainted and fell down in the rally. I could see a lot of visuals. See, and about the technology, I was told, please correct me if I'm wrong, Vijay's team, back office or whichever is organizing team, had had made arrangements for 20 drones to cover all his rallies.
But then what happened?
Information I'm getting, I may be wrong also. The drones which was flying, it was by the organizers of Vijay's team. So there are a lot of visuals available with the TVK party headquarters and Vijay's team also. So I mean, making it in a nutshell, putting it in a nutshell, I want to be very clear. Everything will unfold either in the court of law or wherever the inquiry commission or wherever the investigation proceeds further, carries forward.
You're right.
So let us not do hypothetical conclusions.
No hypothesis. You're an advocate. I understand that.
No,
but But let political parties not set the narrative for all of us. That's also not fair. I have to take a break. Rajasekaran, my friend, I have to take a break. Gentlemen, please, thank you for your patience. I'm taking a break and we are coming back to the briefing by Tamil Nadu government. Do stay with us.
You can take a left, you can take a right. Add a little salsa or a little time. If you really feel it, say it out thrice. It's the vibe, it's the vibe, it's the vibe now.
Winners don't make mistakes. Stop whining. Am I the problem? What if I keep messing it up? Is this how people learn?
Two of the biggest teachers in anybody's life are number one, mistakes, number two, a mentor.
You're watching the South Indian, and let's now show you the press conference being held by the Tamil Nadu government on the Karur tragedy.
இன்வெஸ்டிகேஷன் பண்ணதுக்கு அப்புறம் தெரியும் இப்போ ஒன்று கிளியரா தெரியும்
இதெல்லாம் கண்டிப்பா இன்வெஸ்டிகேஷன் அவன் வந்து இருந்ததுன்னா அவன் விசாரிப்பாங்க.
Thank you. English. No, it's a press briefing. It's not a press interaction. It's a press briefing. Yeah. One second. One second.
It's given by officials of the Tamil Nadu government. Perhaps it's now time for question and answers. Let's wait and see.
இல்ல தவறான கருத்து சொன்னாதாங்க கருத்து சொல்லட்டும் ரைட்டுங்களா, பட் ஆனா வந்து இன்ஸ்டிகேட் பண்ற மாதிரி தவறான கருத்து சொன்னா பண்ணிதான் பண்ணுவோம் நடவடிக்கை எடுப்பாங்க.
Now, Tamil Nadu government briefing on the Karur tragedy. All right then, it's ended, and let's now go across to the experts who've been with us all through this debate. I want to go to Satyan now. Satyan, I want to ask you about, certain anomalies that you feel which actually puts the blame equally on TVK as well as the ruling dispensation for the benefit of the audiences.
Sudha, I agree with you. Let's not give rooms to political parties to set the narrative.
Yes.
During at this time of crisis, AIDMK is one party who are not political scavengers, and never we have been, unlike our opposition DMK, who are known for that. You cannot negate the conspiracy theory. Let me point out the discrepancies in the meeting. Amuda IAS has got an immaculate image in front of the people. So now she's been made to give fodder to DMK to defend their actions, incompetent actions. The person who is seated to her next, Davidson Devasirvadam, he doesn't have an immaculate image. He is the one who said 500 police personnel were present, wherein the allegation was there were not even hundreds. That was the first lie. He hurriedly called a press conference in Trichy, and today he is seated next to Amuda, who is the Home Secretary, and he says One policeman for 20 people. That is totaling close to 1,000. If they have anticipated 20K. Did anyone see 1,000 policemen in that crowd? Would any image will suffice? In your image, it's about hardly 5 or 10 policemen. So this entire exercise is to give fodder to DMK to defend their incompetence. Moment he sang the song 10 rupees Balaji, there were chapels which flew targeting Vijay. The current was cut for a short while. Then police started lathi charging. For 3 days, none of the DMK spokesperson in national media agreed and admitted that there was lathi charge. And today Home Secretary is saying just to give way for Vijay's ambulance.
Yes, that's what Satyan, that's what Amuda said. I mean, that's what she said, that it was just to make way so that there is no more confusion, Satyan.
If you have planned for 20K, you want to believe that Sudha, a person of such caliber and cadre, will plan 20K to be aggregated in one location?
Okay.
You said he cannot conduct a rally. He took his own sweet time from Trichy airport to there. You can't do like that. So he was forced to choose a location. There were no emergency exit, and ambulances cannot fly. And these people expect that he will conduct the rally of 20K people where the entire place can hold not more than 4,000 or 5,000 people. So who has erred in the projection? Who had erred in the execution?
Right.
Is it TVK or is it DMK?
But I think, one has to wait. But then, I think it's equally, both.
One more news
will have to answer.
I just sent you a video. I'll finish with this 20 seconds. I sent you a video. A TVK's functionary who got arrested and grilled for 6 hours. His wife says that there were sprays used by somebody.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I saw that.
And people started fainting.
Yeah, but
now there is a girl who is admitted, who has given this confession, which I have sent you the link now. I have not shared it with anybody. She said, I am being punched on my face and my valuables are missing.
Oh my
so
God.
You let anti-social elements, you let robbers and thieves and rowdies to barge inside this. And you say police have done their job.
All right, Rajasekharan, you
Where
wanted
on
to
earth
come.
Somebody can take these excuses and say that all is well with DMK, they have done their best to handle this crisis.
Right, yeah.
They should hang their head in shame.
I'm not,
excuses.
I'm with the people of Karur, those who've lost people, much like what Banu Chandar said, it's a collective grief. So for me to set a narrative is harakiri. Rajasekharan, please come in. You wanted to come in, no, Rajasekharan? Please go ahead.
Yes, Sudha, Mrs. Amuda IAS is not the Home Secretary of Tamil Nadu.
She's the additional Chief Secretary, right?
No, Chief Secretary. She has been appointed with another 3 of IAS of senior officers to speak for the government in the public,
right? Okay.
With the media and interact with all others as the representative of the state government. And the Home Secretary is the gentleman who is sitting next to her, this side, left of her. I think his name is Rajiv Kumar or somebody. And the next person is the Health Secretary. And the other person is...
All right, but yeah.
So, going by that, government has appointed officers to explain in detail when there is an issue like this. So here, the government's job is to explain or responsibility to tell the people of Tamil Nadu.
Yeah, but it's our job to ask questions, no?
Yes, absolutely. They were asking questions. I am not defending the government. Let me be very straight and honest.
What's your point?
I hold no brief. That is not my cup of tea. Rather, see, this incident, it was Vijay's team should have done all this. On contra, the government of Tamil Nadu is explaining to the media and the people at large what happened, how it was conducted.
Which brings me, the thing is that Vijay's team.
No, I'll tell you.
They are in a, wait, let me go to Banu Chandar because you have to allow others, but Banu Chandar, what Rajasekharan says is, why is DMK government, explaining or doing this presentation? TVK cadre should do it. Where is the TVK cadre? They just vanished. Today we have a video from him, and that video in which I'm sorry, but I'm not setting a narrative, but in which he says my heart is broken and I know how much people love me and etc., almost sounding like a martyr. But I also wonder, Banu Chandar, that what more can he do? Because look at him, the West Zone Secretary has been, taken into custody, the Busi Anand and everyone, they are under the scanner. What else do you want, Banu Chandar? Do you think that it is even possible? for Vijay, or else you would have gone to Karur and gone to the hospital to commiserate with those who had lost their dear ones. Bhanuchandar.
Before weighing on TVK, just 30 seconds on whatever Mr. Rajasekhar was saying.
Sure.
First of all, he said that the TVK members were saying that they are going to bring their own drones, etc., etc. And that's why like the police did not bring. And these are all like the TVK members asked for the TVK. Hold on. The TVK members asked for the strobe lights to be switched on so that and the lights to be stopped. These are the things where the police should overrule TVK. Okay, they don't work for TVK and they cannot put the blame on it. Similarly, like the government has intelligence. They have seen the previous rallies and they could anticipate a much higher amount of people coming to these rallies, right? Like it is saying that we don't have any brains. We are just like trusting what the TVK members are saying. That is carelessness. Okay, so that apart, coming to what you asked, Sudha, see the TVK is a political startup, like what Satyan was saying, and they are now trying to go from 0 to 1 and 1 to 100 simultaneously. They have a very lean organization. They have like 3 people on the top, like Vijay, John Aragyasamy, and Busi Anand. Okay, and if Busi Anand is arrested, the whole organization is
it will
literally
fall
falls
like
apart.
a pack of cards. That's correct.
Yeah, exactly. So and also like to take a analogy from international relations, he's not. There's an asymmetric warfare being waged against him. He thought like he could just go and like give his speeches and democracy is a contest of ideas and the best ideas will win and so on. But he's now faced with what opposition parties are alleging is a conspiracy. So he has no answer. So he needs to build this team. He needs to build this team who with people who have experienced all of this. And coming to your point, like. Does he have people on the ground? No, he doesn't have people on the ground. Does he have proper district secretaries?
Why
No.
do rallies like that then? Why chew more than you can, why bite more than you can chew?
But
this is not a film promotion. Who's going to answer?
The thing is, he has to go on rallies and he's actually trying to piggyback on the infrastructure that the state he thinks will guarantee him, because like there is freedom of movement, freedom of association and all that, right?
But then,
so obviously like I think they have tried their very best. Okay, let's be very fair to Vijay. Okay, there are a couple of political amateurish blunders that he has done. He did not speak to the press on the way to the airport and all that, right? So those things we can debate separately. But I don't think like in terms of organization, I think TVK has done its best, and it's up to the state government to provide the extra support.
All right. Okay. I also, Rajasekharan, you wanted to come in. Please make your point before I ask another question about a major functionary of TVK, that is Adava Arjuna, what he did today, later deleted his Facebook post. Rajasekharan, first over to you, sir.
Hey, whatever my friend in the panel, Banu Chandar, is saying sounds really immature talk, of course, on behalf of TVK, not himself, but the way he defends the indefensible sounds really immature. I'm sorry to say this, because you're contesting in elections. 1.5 years you started the political party. Since you should have made all arrangements from day one. I've been saying that you don't have anybody with political expertise, political knowledge, political acumen, and the understanding and the pulse of the people should be immediately informed to the leader. This is not a film promotion.
Yeah, I agree.
Shooting a movie, yaar.
Not a movie. It's not a movie.
No, you should bring in like-minded, strong people with experience and political knowledge. Of course, good people. That is the prerogative of your ideology.
I know a little bit of Tamil cinema. Let me tell you that you have people who organize stuff for you. All you have to come is to look pretty, wave at a couple of people and disappear. This is not that.
Actually, he is saying that the infrastructure, everything the government will do, and he will come stand on a bus and he will blast left, right and center the government of the day and the police and everybody, and everything will happen, blah, blah, blah. All good words.
I want to ask you, okay, let's just move the focus now. Bhanuchandar, what do you think about Adava Arjuna's now deleted tweet or Facebook post where he said there should be...
Inciting violence, creating unrest in the state of Tamil Nadu. He wants the bloodbath to happen in Tamil Nadu. He wants this government to fall in the name of democracy like this, inciting
So is,
all
you know,
kinds of
yeah,
hatred
exactly,
among
where he said that the same kind of movement like we witnessed in Nepal and
Nepal,
Bangladesh
yeah.
in the past should
Gen Z,
happen, the youth should take over.
People have to come on
Right.
road. They have to
Baluchandar,
fight and
you are
dethrone
saying
this
that, you know, there is no way one can absolve this baby of a party. Yes, they have a long way to go. They're not even teething right now. They've just been born. But the point is, if you make statements like this, you're only kind of digging a grave for yourself, Banuchandar Nagarajan.
No, Vijay should remove him from the party.
Allow me to speak, Rajshekharan. Rajshekharan, allow me to speak.
Yeah, go ahead.
And because you called me immature, I can actually accuse you of reading from the DMK playbook, okay, which I won't do, since I'm a bit more mature than you. But coming back to what you're asking, Sudhasi, there is obviously a Gen Z support to Vijay, and obviously that is his prime vote base. But unlike what is happening in Nepal or Bangladesh, I think that the Gen Z of Tamil Nadu want to find a solution to their aspirations, or want to find solutions to their aspirations through a democratic process. That's why they are coming to these political rallies. Okay, they are not going to, they're not trying to overthrow the government sitting before Fort St. George, right? So I think like we have to give credit to that. And probably others, tweet could have been, written much better. But I think
written much better, Banuchandar. I am surprised by what you're saying. Written much better. Here, if I incite, this is provocation.
Getting offended when I say
It's provocation. It is provocation.
No, hold on, Sudha. I just saw I did not see Adav's tweet. I just saw what was highlighted here. Okay, and I clearly say that the supporters of TVK are trying to find a solution through democratic means.
Well, they are failing miserably.
I just saw the highlighted part.
If
there is instigation, it cannot be. It is unacceptable.
It is.
But I just saw what was highlighted in the screen just now.
It is instigation and nothing else, and I'm sorry they aren't doing a good job at all, Banuchandar. But what to do? I have to do my job, right? So I've completely run out of time. Thank you, gentlemen, as always, for joining us on this broadcast. Thank you indeed. And on that note, thank you for watching the South Indian. Vanakkam.
This is India's #1 news network, and you're watching News9, English news as it should be.
आम पेन रिलीवर एरोसोल स्प्रेस में है, दवा के साथ हवा, मगर डायनापार QPS प्लस में है सिर्फ दवा ही दवा। इसलिए डायनापार QPS प्लस चले ज्यादा। डायनापार QPS प्लस सिर्फ 91 रुपए में, लगा के देखो मान जाओगे।
Mumbai, brace yourself. The GOAT or Macro satire is back. Cyrus Roja. From politics to pop culture, from your WhatsApp forwards to breaking news, nothing and no one is safe.
Relax, guys, relax. I only roast the truth, and the truth is always hilarious. Too much pressure.
Get ready for news caustic, bold, sharp, unfiltered, 100% Cyrus.